it's a good job here, but with the more complicated needs of Oriental, or not necessarily Oriental, but languages in other parts of the world that don't have simple alphabets, we have a significant problem in trying to produce reproducible documents. I'll give an example of what can happen to you. When I was writing my big book on mathematical software, I decided, when the publisher suggested we change the page size of the planned book, that I needed to redo some of the graphs to get fonts of an appropriate size. And some of these had been produced in Maple, Mathematic, and MATLAB, 3 commercial systems. And some of those are under license agreements where only the last 2 or 3 years continue to run. And I was faced with the problem that I could no longer reproduce a couple of graphs in the book and get identical appearance, because the license had expired for that version of the software that was used for those graphs. And it was frankly somewhat upsetting, but it's a realization that we have to admit that when other tools are involved in the document production process, it may no longer be possible to run those tools because of licensing agreements, or because of the fact that the binary executables no longer run on the current platform.
For my part, I'm reminded that one of the requirements for legal documents is that each line is numbered. And this has been presented to the tech world as a formatting requirement difficult to implement because of the fluidity of tech. But I recognize that legal documents have that weight to them that in the scientific and mathematical publishing world, we tended to think very little of.